Right, so first match in 12 weeks. So I've come to IVL, drawn peg 22. Wow, Karen's drawn me peg 22. So happy days. It's fished pretty well. It's brilliant now. They've like done a plank of wood and all your nets are already at your pegs, so you don't even touch them. So there's no fear of that. Got all my rigs all sorted. I thought it was going to be a bagging day. Like, focus. So I thought it'd be like 4-inch hook length with some bolts just above it, but that didn't really happen. It was more sort of been a bit more sort of finesse, to be honest with you. They did come up in the water. Come on, focus camera. Bit of focus. Too much going on. So there you go, look, there you go, focused. Thank you, camera. So like really aggressive sort of rigs, to be honest with you. John Walker. So John Walker floats all the way, nice and strong and reliable. Happy days. To be honest with you, these rigs were best. 0.2 of a gram John Walker float, cane bristle, glass stem, and like just a spread bulk was best, fishing literally a foot deep. So what I've done also, I've marked my top kits, so you know then you're fishing a 9-inch lash. And also, down here, look, get focus, come on camera, focus. Too much going on there, there you go. So now you know that's a foot, and again, above it, so 9 inches. Shame I couldn't have fished shallow today, I think I would have proper emptied it, but rules are rules, and I won't break them. So, not a bad day in the end. Come third. Well, it'd have been a good day even if I'd come like last, to be honest with you. I've had £100. Learned a lot, lost a lot. So yeah, they come proper shallow. I don't know if Karen will post the video, but it's a shame I couldn't fish 6 inches, but the rules are the rules and I won't break them. So I had to persevere with a foot. So yeah, so you try to tailor the mix, try to make it sink a bit quicker really, try to fish to the left or to the right of it as well. So that was better, to be honest with you. If I'd have made it really sloppy ground bait, then they would have been carnage. It would have come even shallower, but it is what it is. Real slow start, to be honest with you. But yeah, enjoyed it. Really looking forward to the festival. Hopefully learned quite a few things today. So yeah, happy days. So in case you don't know Ivy House, that's the lake, Arran. It's a beautiful lake, no hassle, private, all to do with fishing. The land is built on every peg, like the keep net sort of bar. So when you arrive to your peg, you drilled some holes, so you don't have to worry about touching nets. And he does all the way in, so it's all safe, which is what you want. Hopefully, I'll catch more on Tuesday. So, Ivy House, day 2 of the practicing. That's working well. So, day 2 of the practicing today at Ivy House. Karen's drawn me peg 28 on Moran. And there's the peg. Happy days. Bait, real simple. Just got pellets and corn and paste. So paste short, 5 meters, and then pellets down the edge with corn. And then across just pellets. If it all goes a bit Pete Tong, I have got some casters and I have got a kilo of worms underneath my bait table to keep them cool. I've got 1 kilo, not 3, and got 1 paste rig, and I've got 4 rigs for a cross. So really lucky. It's the same depth down the edge and what it is across. Happy days. Hopefully I'll catch a few. So I'm just going to start on a 6mm banded pellet. Got 016 to 019 line. So there's going to be no priming, just going to go straight across and hopefully catch an idiot fish. Just got some damp and downfalls. Just helps them not bouncing out the pot. Got 2mm Dan's elastic, so it's like a solid core. So happy days, quite soft. Obviously got to be mindful of that aerator. I'm going to fish slightly to the right to give me a fighting chance with anything big. The reason why I'm fishing hard pellets is there's loads of roach in here, so I don't really want to get bitted out. Oh, there must be loads of them out there. Which I've got to hit my camera. Just skimming it. We caught a skimmer. I'm just going to feed a few micro pellets. I'm just going to gently push that down, and it just makes it much quicker to ship out. It's actually looking at Neil. He's playing green. And I felt a tug on the end of the pole. Lovely little F1. absolutely mad, like a torpedo. Beautiful little things. Look at the size of the tail. So day 3 of practicing, carrying, well, last peg in the bag actually, peg 21 on Heron, which is, in my opinion, probably the best peg on the lake. And here it is. Happy days, fair play Des Ship, still got an audience behind. I ain't got the right lens to zoom across, so if you can see him, great. If you can't, then unlucky. I'm not sure how on earth Des has caught 148 pound on a method feeder off peg 4, because that is peg that you wouldn't fancy. So if you want to know how he's caught that, then I suggest you go on Facebook and ask him. He's got a big page. And here we go, Derek Newson coming towards me, paying his debts. He had his 3rd net after 3 hours and weighed
social distance.
And there you go, 4 quid. Cheers, Derek. Wow, day 4 practicing, peg 41. A little bit lucky. Every peg was going to be in on here, 40, 41 and 42. But 40 didn't get drawn. I don't know what to say really, just caught alright to begin with, fishing like worm poo, and then that was pretty decent, then faded away as expected, and I had a few blows on the 5 metre line on pace, caught a couple of little stockies, and then it never really come back, and I thought, oh, maybe pace was too, you know, because it's dropped in temperature, so I thought pace maybe wasn't right, and then Baggy is absolutely bagged on paste on peg, what would it be, 37. He's had 105 pound to win the lake, and John Walker has had 82 pound on peg, what's that, 41, 42, 44, and then Ken Rayner's had 79 pound on peg 50. So yeah, still weighing in, so I'm not sure of the results yet. Baz on peg, little Baz on peg 10, is it? On that point is at 212 pound. Happy days, fair play to him. So another day of paradise at Ivy House Lakes, day 5 of practicing on Heron, drew peg 11. Happy days, solid, well, it's like an empty peg to my left, so you could, Martin Howard would probably tell me it's an M peg. He seems to draw loads of them. Anyway, I've had 138 pound, I caught down the edge to be honest. Fishing long just did not happen, I've had an absolute nightmare. Just fished maggots and slop down the edge. That's it really. I've had half an hour period where I struggled to catch, which I was worried would cost me, but yeah, it's fished all right. Des Ship's been on peg 21. I had 134. I believe Ryan had 120 on peg 20, and then Alan Oram on 22 's caught on the Method, and he has had 121. So very tight, loads of 8s, but I will pick the wakeboard up. Day one, I should have fished slop closer. I started 16 meters, bad mistake. Worked back 40.5. I should have fished like 11 meters in reflection. Day two, caught some munters down the edge, got me out of jail. I had 14 carp down the edge. Day three, on Moorhen, just nightmare, just could not catch. I only thought I had 45 pound, ended up with 74, sorry. And then day four, should just fish worms all day really. Never mind. There's all the results. Fantastic week's fishing.